Okay, so if you're joining us here on air, you are having a good start. We are tracking this new tornado warning issued in the Storm Team 41 viewing area. This is a tornado warning for Union County now. For Wayne County. So, this will be the start of our Storm Team 41 coverage. So I'll send this link out right now. Alright, so you might have just heard that alarm in the back. So if you're watching in or tuning in from our group chats here, again, we are starting our Storm Team 41 coverage here. Again, this tornado warning now is in effect, so alright, so let me just get this going here. But our current radar situation, that new tornado warning here for Wayne County. I am gonna just tune down this threshold here. Alright, so if you're tuning in here from our group chat, I am gonna just tune down this gate filter here so we're not getting as much clutter than we should. Alright. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns for me, please drop them in the chat. But, again, this tornado warning now in effect for Wayne County here in the viewing area. It's for northern Wayne County right now. Again, this poses no threat to Evansville at this time. Alright, give me 1 second. So I'm back on here on the air. You're gonna hear some sirens go off here in the background. What that's doing, that's just alerting me that we have a new warning issued. But I'm gonna take this full here and we'll take this full here and just do, again, this is a radar indicated tornado warning, so we're not seeing that confirmed tag just yet. But again, this couplet here, I'm gonna need to have that toolbox out. Okay, but again, if you're just not tuning in, we have this tornado warning now in effect here for Wayne County. But one thing that I'm going to have to look for here is looking at storm relative velocity. Okay, we're going to have to change. I don't see that tight couplet, but it definitely could be somewhere in this vicinity here. Just looking here, just getting some wind samples here. I'm just going to read off this tornado warning here. It remains in effect for northeastern Wayne County. But again, this poses no threat to southwestern Illinois. Or, excuse me, southwestern Indiana. I'm going to see where 7 miles south of Flora here, so. But, and just as a note, if you're out driving, tune in to your local radio station, and then you'll be able to follow your local news station there on the radio. But this reason why we have this weird box here with that black outline is because we have a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag. That's what that is meaning there. That's why it has that outline. I am just gonna declutter the radar here just a smidget. But let me do this here, so I'll show you just a little bit different things here. I'm gonna pull this out. Window. Drag this over here. But velocity definitely doesn't show much in way of rotation. Thankfully, that's an amazing sign. But again, that couplet here, what we're tuning in or coming on the air for is a tornado warning for parts of the viewing area here. So we're going to go here to back to reflectivity and show you what, of course, in some of these is rain. But I am seeing a disturbing, this is pretty disturbing, hook starting to form on this storm. So again, we have these 2 tornado warnings here for this tight couplet here, where you sort of see that rotation somewhere, pretty light rotation here on the reflectivity mode, but it definitely is something that we're going to keep our eye on. Definitely could be seeing some debris popping up there, but I think some of that just could be some of that clutter here. So let me move this here back to reflectivity mode. But again, I'm just going to zoom out here, show you the bigger picture. Again, the reason why we're coming on the air here is because we have this tornado warning in effect for Wayne County right now, Edwards County as well, in the tri-state. So that's why we're actually busting on to coverage here. I wasn't planning to do coverage this early, but definitely something to keep our eye on here, as, of course, like I said, these storms can always tap into some energy here. But that couplet there, just to the north of Mount Erie now. I'm watching here another screen, but definitely the strongest rotation is showing now just to the north of Mount Erie. So I'm going to go here to my other app, and we'll do WaterWalk coverage there. Because I know I have more features with this. But okay, give me 1 second here. I'm going to load in a different software for us to use, because I know that one is pretty professional here. It doesn't have the capabilities of being shown on air, but we can at least go here to this tornado warning here on the board for Wayne County, Edwards County, there as well. So again, it's moving it into the tri-state. So those storms are already starting to move into the tri-state here. So we're going to let this load here, and I'll show you what we currently have. I am just going to make this map a little bit more clearer. So I'm going to take off those power outages. We'll focus on those once our threat really dies down. But we'll go back here, that tornado warning here in just a second. But again, you see that purple polygon there on the screen. That is, of course, in the tri-state. That's where we are having that tornado warning. Again, possibly on the ground from what our data is showing here. This is not what I wanted to do. But let me take this full here, and we'll just go in here tighter on that warning. This is gonna, I'm hitting control, not shift. So let's go in there tighter there on that tornado warning. It is again a radar indicated tornado warning there. This app will only show one color for tornado warnings. But again, that is a radar indicated tornado warning there. Quarter size hail as well. So we'll going here to velocity. I want to show you sort of what we're looking at in way of rotation. We'll just go in there pretty extremely tighter there on that couplet. This will blink here for a short while, but most of that couplet does seem there right now over Parkersburg, but definitely the tip here of the storms that are expected to move in later tonight into the viewing area. This is just the start of it here, but again, that couplet here does seem pretty weaker now than we were seeing earlier. But one thing that I want to show you here, let's go here, going back here to reflectivity. Definitely do see a hook echo possibly trying to form. Again, our tornado watch here continues for one more hour. Alright, so new severe thunderstorm warning here that just came in. You might hear a siren behind me. Just a second, maybe. I don't know if that's in our signal range. But this new severe thunderstorm warning there is for Bruceville, Vincent, Washington, Lagodi, Carousel there. Again, if you're tuning in here, you might be wondering why we're coming on the air. We're coming on the air for this tornado warning for Wayne County, Wayne in Edwards County. This includes actually Wabash County. Forgot about that county there, but includes Wayne, Edwards, in Wabash counties. So one thing that I'm watching here closely is that couplet. Definitely, it's a pretty weaker pronounced couplet. It's definitely not going to give us. I need to change where. Well, there we go. But going in there tighter on that tornado warning there for Wayne, Wabash, and Edwards counties. Definitely the rotation is pretty not pronounced as we are liking it to be. But moving here to our other app here, just going to summarize it here. Let me put you here to reflectivity mode, and we'll zoom out here just a smidget. Whoa. And I'll show you really what is coming here tonight. So you see that main line there near Edwards County. But this, again, storm is marching down there to the south here. So, but again, the reason why we have these storms with the black outline, those are tornado possible severe thunderstorm warnings. So we definitely use that often here. I like this app because I have more features with my alerts. But again, we're just looking at momentarily speed on this. It's the storm. It's sped up and down right now. The cold front is controlling the whole thing. It's controlling the whole thing now. So whatever it wants to do, the whole storm will follow it. I am gonna go just ahead and mute here, and just gonna listen to this here momentarily. Okay, so I'm back here. Just had to listen to that quick momentarily. But again, we're coming on here earlier than expected because we have this tornado warning now for Edwards County here in the Tri-State. So moving here to our Supercell WX radar. The couplet is not pronounced as it was, but one thing that I'm continuing to watch here, putting you back at a brief activity. One thing that I'm continuing to watch here is these isolated severe thunderstorms near Dubois County. They definitely do have the chance for supercells to develop in that area. But again, our main line here is still off to the west. Expected to move in here around 11:30 here or midnight here pretty shortly here in the next few hours. But again, we still have several hours until these main line moves in. So of course I came right on the air. I totally forgot about my intro, but I just wanted to come on here and make sure I didn't miss that tornado warning. But again, going back here to radar, this tornado warning remains in effect for Wayne, Edwards, and Wabash counties in our tri-state viewing area. So we definitely need to be in that most interior room, lowest floor of a sturdy building, because this possibly could be on the ground here. It's not confirmed just yet. It says radar indicated tornado rotation. It says moving to the east there at 50. So let me come over here and we'll do a storm track on that. I will have to change some settings in here eventually. But that's, again, moving to the what did that say? I have to go check that again here. Okay, let me go check that one more time. I'm not going to give you false information here. I think it said moving to the south at 50. Moving east at 50. Okay. So moving to the east there at 50 miles per hour. So I'll just put you back here to brief activity and just we'll do a custom storm track here. Again, please share this with your family and friends here. Get the word out of this if you were there possible tonight. But right now I'm just going to make a storm track here. It's not going to be exact here, but again, that's moving to the east at 50 miles per hour. So we're just going to pull that out about Vincennes here. So just let that go, and then we'll recalculate this. This is gonna go off of population. The more I zoom in, the more city names we get. But I'm going to take this full here. But again, the location impact details here, I'll make this bigger for you to read there. Okay, so West Salem at 9:46, Bone Gap 9:51, Decker at 11:12, and Vincennes at 11:13. So I'll zoom in here a little bit more tighter, so this will give us more city names for us here. I might need to recalculate that. But I do see some more city names in there. So here we go. So West Salem at 9:47 here in about 2 to 3 minutes here. Lancaster at 9:50. Guards Point 9:51. Bone Gap 9:52. Helena 9:52 as well. Rourke at 9:53, Friendsville at 9:54, or Oatgen at 9:56, Oreo there at 9:56, and then 10 o'clock, Cherry Hill East Estates, Patton there at 9:59. And then St. Francisville at 10:04, and then the Twin Bridges there, Twin Bridges, the town there, at 11:05. But again, we don't know if this storm will hold out that far. So we're just gonna so West Salem, Lancaster, Guards Point. I'll again pull this out here to include most of your screen. So you can this is for that tornado warning that's querying, that's showing up there on the screen. I'll let this scroll here just for a little bit there. Just make sure your city name is not up there, and if it is, you need to get in that lowest floor of that sturdy building. But let me clear this off here, and then we'll change radar softwares here and just get some more new data in. There we go. So let me pull up here. So again, that tornado warning still remains in effect for looks like seems to be Edwards, Wabash, and Wayne counties here. But again, this main line is starting to move in here. But again, this includes a big county there. Wayne City, Edwards County, Wabash County. They're getting ready to cross the Ohio River shortly. If this is indeed a tornado on the ground. Okay. So again, continuing storm coverage will continue throughout the overnight hours, but once we drop this tornado warning here, I will definitely hop off of here, and then we'll come back on here again if needed. But right now, nothing really occurring here. We're just seeing some of these stronger winds, but we definitely could be seeing a tight pocket of rotation there, but I know Supercell WX, it smooths it data, sort of makes it a little bit more different than I would like it to look. I'm going to change this one. It's not flashing continuously. That is making me mad. I need to know when they issue a new tornado warning here. Okay, I'm gonna stop the flashes here on everything. Hang on. Testing. Alright, so that sirens that you heard there in the background were my weather radio. We have a new tornado watch now in effect. I am going to turn off all my flashes here because I know that get quite annoying. Because I need to know when we get a new watch. I'm just going to turn off no flash for these tornado watches here. I should have done this before I came on the air. But, okay, there we go. So again, this tornado warning here remains in effect now. Again, still remaining in effect here for Edwards, Wabash, and Wayne counties. There we go. Inside the Storm Team 411 viewing area. And looks like they are doing some changes here to that tornado warning there on the screen. But alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. But because it looks like they went ahead and dropped that tornado warning there for West Salem. There we go. There's a new tornado warning there. So, they looks like they canceled it and dropped it. Canceled it and then issued a new one. Looks like. Well, no, it looks like they just went away because I cropped it. I'm going to move here to Weatherwise because I know Weatherwise is better than... Why is my Roblox open? Hang on. Sorry, I don't want to leak my Roblox information. Still don't want to. Hang on.